Scientists right here in Music City land a body blow in the fight against drug addiction. Researchers at Vanderbilt University say they have found a way to artificially induce a natural high in lab mice, and that could in turn someday lead to a cure for chronic marijuana use. Fox 17's Eric Alvarez breaks down this fascinating discovery.
Well, Stacey, Vanderbilt researchers say the #1 reason people admit to using marijuana is to cope with anxiety and depression. Now, that's why those researchers say the fight against addiction starts at the root of the problem inside the brain.
Our thought is that there are groups of people that suffer from some types of anxiety and depression that use marijuana that actually have a deficiency, so they have a lack of a natural high.
Dr. Sachin Patel and his colleagues at Vanderbilt focused their research on brain receptors that relieve anxiety disorders in lab mice.
We generated some mice that aren't able to produce their own marijuana-like molecules in the brain, and we're able to show that those mice, in fact, were anxious and showed signs of depression.
The idea is to eliminate stress and depression inside the brain before they lead to self-medication.
We're using synthetic drugs that are able to boost the body's natural production of these molecules.
Now, the actual science behind the study is very complicated, but basically, here's how it works. Lights? These X's represent brain receptors that reduce the feelings of anxiety and depression. They're triggered by the THC in marijuana. These O's represent the enzymes our bodies naturally produce to break the X's down. Scientists then chemically neutralized the enzyme's ability to do that, leading to a natural high in mice without the need of THC. Now, researchers say these findings could someday shed light on human addiction.
The brain has everything to do with addiction.
Rod Bragg is the Assistant Commissioner for Substance Abuse Services at the State Department of Mental Health, which says marijuana is the most commonly abused substance by people 12 to 20 years old.
I think the department would support any research that helps people use and abuse substances less.
Now, Vanderbilt says clinical trials for some of those potential drugs could start in the next few years. Eric Alvarez, Fox 17 News.